Okay. It is now, okay, 1 more minute and we're starting. Good. It's now 5:10, so let's begin. Thank you everyone who joined. Welcome to the combined medical standards and REMAC meeting. Dr. Shanker is delayed, so I'll begin the meeting and Joe will join when he's available. I believe that Marie sent around a couple of days ago already the minutes from the previous meeting on October 21st. I'll accept a motion and a second to approve those minutes.
Just a point of clarification, Sean Graves. I was present at that meeting. I think it was marked absent.
Roll
Okay, Marie, come.
Roll call vote. Roll call.
Oh, yes.
1
Thank you,
minute.
Yedidia. Before we do the approval of the meeting, of the minutes, yes, let's do a roll call, both for medical standards and for REMAC, Marie. Thank you, Yedidia. I stand corrected.
Okay, roll call vote. Grace Cacciola,
Here.
Glenn Asaeda,
Here.
Bradley Kaufman,
Here.
Dario Gonzalez,
Here.
Nathan Reisman,
He's here, I saw him.
I see him. Nathan, unmute yourself.
Here.
Thank you. Pam Lai,
Here.
Nick Alexandru.
Hi, Marie, I'm here.
Hi, Doug Isaacs,
Here.
Come on, man.
Kevin Ward. Kevin?
There's a REMAC test going on.
Oh, okay. He's a busy man. Anne Marie Gregenti. Samia McEachin. Or Allison Burke. Jeffrey Raybridge. Dr. Raybridge. Reed Caldwell.
Here.
Lewis Marshall.
Here.
Michael Redlener.
Present.
Dominic Battinelli. Ephraim Rendon. Joseph Schenker.
Here.
Oh, there you are. Robert Ackerman.
Here.
Joseph Bove. Sean Graves.
Hi, good evening, President Sean Graves.
Art Cooper.
Here.
Robert Winchell. Ed Jarvis. Mark Cantor.
Here.
Robert Krupe.
Here.
Timothy Stiles.
This is Mary Foote representing for DOH.
Hi, Dr. Foote. We'll be officially appointing you this evening.
Okay, thank you.
Laura Ivacoli.
I'm here.
Thank you. Matthew Fink. Or Wallace Carter. Eric Cohen.
I'm here, Marie.
Was that Wallace Carter? Wally Carter? Or Dr. Fink?
Eric Cohen.
Oh, Eric.
Eric Cohen's here.
Okay. Kevin Munjal. Cindy Basilios.
Present.
Hello. Okay. Matthew Harris. Dr. Harris. Jessica Van Voorhees. Ben Zabar.
Zabar here.
Okay. Paul Barbara. Jonathan Berkowitz.
Hey, Berkowitz here.
Okay, and I saw Dr. Barbara. That was his. Okay.
I'm here.
He's
I'm
here with
here.
his voice.
Yeah.
No, I got video now. I got video, I think.
David Ben-Eli.
Present.
Peter Wire. Peter Wire. Yadidja Langsam.
Present.
And I know Dr. Shalish is trying to get on. I don't know if he was able to.
Yeah, I got on.
Okay, good. Okay, let's go quickly through medical standards. Paul Barbara.
Still here.
Okay, Cindy Basilios.
Here.
Neil Semilovic. Wallace Carter. Robert Krupe.
Here.
Jeffrey Duglin or Lauren Kosterko.
Here.
Reed Caldwell.
Here.
Jonathan, oh, great, thank you. Jonathan Berkowitz.
Here.
David Lobel or Matt Friedman.
Matt Friedman's here.
Thank you. Ed Jarvis. Jeffrey Raybridge. Michael Redlener.
Yes, I'm here again.
Okay, good again. Joe Schenker.
It's hard to find the mute button. on-
Somebody else said that.
but I'm here.
I don't know
I
why.
hear you.
I
really
keep
strange.
losing the button. It's like my mouse is in the wrong place. It's all right. I'm here, just so you know.
Tony Shalish.
Here.
Rafael Torres. Jason Zimmerman. Nick Alexandru.
Yes, I'm here.
Glenn Asaeda.
Here.
David Ben-Eli.
Present. Jason said he's gonna join, so hopefully soon.
Okay. Doug Isaacs.
Here.
Brad Kaufman.
Here.
Anne Marie Gergenti. I always pronounce her name wrong. It's my new one. Kevin is at an exam. Grace Cacciola,
Here.
you're here still, and Madeline Fong
Present.
and Sean Graves. We're almost done. Robert
Still
Ackerman.
here.
Robert Ackerman here.
Morty Lax. Morty, you're not here. Oh, God. Okay. Art Cooper.
Here.
Yadidja Langsam.
Present.
Lou Marshall. Kevin Munjal. And Jessica Van Voorhees. Okay, we're all set. We definitely have a quorum for REMAC and for medical standards. So we can
Marie,
go
this is
forward.
Dario. Did you call me?
Yes, I did. Yeah,
Oh.
I know. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. Okay. Okay, we're all set.
Okay, very good. Joe, since would you want to run this or do you want me to
I'm
continue running?
here. I mean, we can, I think what we'll do is let's go through the medical standards agenda.
Perfect.
And then when we're done with that, we'll just go right into the other subcommittee reports for REMAC. Marie, do you want to just, before we go into medical standards, can you go over the correspondence report?
minutes, approve the minutes first.
I wasn't going to do that, you did, yeah. But all right, fine, if you say so. Has anybody has a chance to review the minutes from the last meeting?
Yes, just one correction. I think I was marked absent on that, Sean Graves. I was present.
Yeah, we didn't want to count you, Sean. So
Yeah, I
no
know.
problem.
It's
We'll
all right.
take care of it.
I'm counting
Anything
twice.
else besides Sean not being here? You did, you're muted, so I hope you're not talking to us.
I'm
Okay.
not.
All right, sure you're not. All right, okay, so a motion to approve the minutes? Somebody?
Motion, Sean Graves.
Excellent. All right, now that we've approved the minutes, let's move on. Marie, if we could go over the correspondence report, and then we
Sure.
will shift into medical standards.
Okay. The council received the following resumes. We received a resume for Dr. Mary Foote and Dr. Timothy Stiles, both from New York City Department of Health Office of Preparedness and Response. Dr. Foote has been nominated to replace Dr. Celia Quinn, who is moving to another position within the department. I'm not sure exactly where she's going. But tonight we need to appoint Dr. Foote officially into this position. I did send out the resumes as requested last month by REMAC. And so we need to have a vote on that.
Okay, so Dr. Stiles is already a sitting member of the committee.
He's
but,
already an alternate, yes.
Great. So Dr. Foote is gonna replace Celia. Does anybody have any questions for Dr. Foote, who's on the call with us?
No questions, but I would strongly support her nomination to the committee.
Great. Anyone else?
Does not REMSCO have to approve this?
So we have to vote on it, and once we approve it, then it would go to REMSCO for their approval as well. So Dr. Foote will, after we vote tonight, and we'll do this, I think we could do it by exception, correct, Aditya? We do not have to have a roll call? Great.
That's the way you should have done, and that's the way you should have done the minutes as well, which you did, but okay.
Well, I didn't want to do the minutes that way, so we're come on, stay with me here, all right? Okay. Anyone opposed to Dr. Foote joining us as a member of REMAC? This again comes directly from it's an appointment from a committee or from one of our shareholders. So it does does not go through the membership committee, but it still needs to be approved at this committee level. All right, hearing no objections, Marie, we will add Dr. Foote to the committee. This needs to go to REMSCO before she is allowed to vote, however.
Yes, REMSCO meets next week, and that's when it will be presented.
Great. Dr. Foote, welcome aboard.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Excellent. Okay. Any other correspondence, Marie?
Yeah, this is a few.
Rock
We
and
have
roll.
Dr. Adwa Smalls Mante, who was recommended by Dr. Bodick, who was our resident psychiatric physician. Her resume was sent out to the group. You don't have to vote on her tonight. She can be done by membership committee, though I can tell you, we don't have a lot of people vying for the psychiatric seats. And she was recommended by the outgoing psychiatric physician. The two other resumes that we have are really for medical standards, and they are for Joshua Buckland and Pesach Zirkin for medical standards at-large seats. And we do have to get the membership committee to meet hopefully before our January meeting, and we can have all this resolved by then.
Okay, very well. So there is no more voting. Those three resumes will be presented to the membership committee, and they will go for Once approved at that level, they will come back for a vote to medical standards and to here after review.
Yes.
Great.
Okay,
Next.
from fire department, we have no new information. We do have several enforcements, and some of them are from Brooklyn. I'm just going to read the ones from our region. The rest will be printed in the minutes. Robert Galla, EMT number 386759. He was assessed a civil penalty and he lives in Brooklyn, New York. Matthew Martinez, who's from the Bronx, 469101, also a civil penalty, and he must provide proof of remediation. Okay, and Giovanni Garviara, his certificate was revoked effective October 22nd. He's number 453942, and he's from Flushing, New York. And the last one, okay, Christine Correa, civil penalty 424165 from Brooklyn, New York. And if you want to see any current enforcement actions for both providers and EMS agencies, I'm going to put the link to New York State sanctions page in the minutes. So anytime you need to check on someone, you can go there and see if their name has been posted. And that's it. We sent out agendas, minutes, and associated materials for this meeting. I'm sorry?
There's another enforcement agent on the list. You sent me also a copy of the list, and Center for Allied Health.
Oh, Center for Allied Health. They're a training center that was under review last year. The review was tied up. We actually, regional council assisted in the review of that site. We called in an out of region CIC to go over their exams and other documents, and they were found to be in compliance. So they're paying their civil penalty and their case is closed and they are active again. That's the old Methodist program. And that's it.
Great. Any questions or comments or concerns about any of the correspondence? Okay. Hearing none, we're going to move to medical standards now. We will go over the medical standards meeting with the subcommittees, and then we will return to continue the REMAC meeting after that. David?
Okay, very good. So let's go to the medical standards portion of this. We read the correspondence report already. Let's go straight to the subcommittee reports. Paul, Dr. Barber with CNC.
David, if
Good
it's
evening.
okay, I'm sorry, Paul, just one caveat. If we have any voting items, because the REMAC membership is
We'll
here,
vote both.
we will vote in that time. I don't want to have the vote again.
Absolutely.
afterwards. So we're going to continue that, and then we'll move into QA and the other REMAC subcommittees after.
Excellent.
Thank you. Sorry, Paul.
So Dr. Barber from his underwater office.
Good evening, everyone. Just wanted to say, I think my Wi-Fi came back, so that's fabulous. The Certification and Credentialing Committee met on October 13th, and we were very busy writing test questions with the plan to have simultaneous launches of new exams for both the REMAC paramedic exam and the online medical control test for physicians. All of our members are busy writing questions, and we're in the process of vetting and double checking these questions for accuracy against the upcoming 2022 protocols. Currently, that is the bulk load of our mission, and really not much else going on. As I said, again, exam analysis is going to be put off. Our next meeting was going to be yesterday, but we had to put it off for some conflicts, and our following meeting should be first week of September, sometime before first week of December, sometime before the next REMAC meeting. If you have any questions about credentialing, contact me offline. Thank you.
Excellent, thank you. Let's move on. Protocol committee, I believe, does not have any action items, but Dr. Lai, if you'd like to just give a brief overview.
Sure. So the protocol committee met on October 29th. Please disregard the documents that were initially sent with Marie's email. There are no documents for the REMAC committee to review at this time. We will most likely be sending us some documents for review for our meeting in January, though. But we continued our discussions regarding some modifications to the protocols that we will be forthcoming to the REMAC committee in the next few months, including taking a look at the cardiac chest pain protocol, as well as the procedural sedation, as well as a modification and a potential new protocol for behavioral emergencies. These are still ongoing discussions that we will continue for our next protocol committee meeting that will be taking place on December 3rd.
Very good. Thank you very much. Anyone who wants to join, please email Dr. Lai and Marie, and I'm sure you can join. Next for discussion, I believe it's going to be the just a tag report of the interfacility tag. Dr. BERKOWITZ.
Hey, good evening. So we are meeting on Thursday, I believe at 1. We've already had meetings and put together minimum standards for scope of practice, deployment, and training. And the next subsection that we're going to talk about will be on protocols. So these won't be prescriptive protocols, meaning this won't be that telling people what they have to do. It will be a minimum standard that we recommend for the protocols of an agency performing interfacility transport. As always, everyone is welcome to join. And I look forward to seeing you on Thursday.
Very good. Thank you very much. Any questions to Dr. BERKOWITZ? Okay, hearing none, let's move on. We'll talk now about the ECPR ECMO tag. We'll review quickly, and there's one action item that's actually being brought from this committee for discussion and approval at REMAC. So the ECPR tag, ECMO tag met this past Thursday, November 4th at 5 p.m. We reviewed a number of items. As you know, we sent out a hospital survey questionnaire regarding hospital capabilities. We, as previously discussed, we decided to start with a very limited pilot in a limited region in Manhattan. We approached 5 hospitals who have current up and running ECMO programs. They're able to initiate ECMO and continue ECMO in their hospital. When we met on Thursday, there were 4 hospitals who participated. The newly joined hospital was Cornell, and this morning a 5th hospital joined as well. So right now we have 5 hospitals who have expressed interest, and that's Cornell, Columbia, Mount Sinai, NYU, and Bellevue, which would be more than sufficient to run an ECPR pilot in Manhattan. It's important to note that all these hospitals only expressed interest. They did not commit to anything, and there's no commitment on either end. And we will meet with these hospitals and discuss further how we're going to implement this. We did review the protocol. We made some further refinements to the protocol. I don't think there's any need to bring it up over here. It's little tweaks. Especially simply because once we meet with the hospitals and we talk to them about the inclusion and exclusion criteria, they obviously will have their own input and feedback as to what categories of patients we should bring to them and what we should not bring because they simply would never put them on ECMO. Last time when we talked about when the ECMO tag presented, there was a suggestion that perhaps volunteer agencies would also be permitted to participate in this pilot. We've had a lengthy discussion about that in the tag, and we actually created a document that that specifies in great detail what would be the requirement for any EMS agency and any online medical control facility to participate in this pilot. I can share the document if needed. Following this detailed discussion and recognizing that really there is any study that has been done thus far has been done under very controlled circumstances with very stringent QA/QI, both in the on-scene and in the online medical control end. The ECMO tag decided that it probably would be best for the pilot phase to limit the pilot to the 911 system. And there has been a lot of discussion about that, and this is coming as second in motion to the medical standards and REMAC for approval that this pilot will be limited only to the 911 system, simply because there are too many moving parts and too many variables, and tight control is needed. I'm going to open this up for
David. I don't think a tag can come forward as a second in motion, but you can make a motion that can be seconded at this meeting. Tags are advisory to the meeting, so that I don't think they can make a seconded motion from a tag.
I thought that was what we discussed, but that's okay. I'm bringing up this motion now, and I'm going to ask for other people to second that, and then we can open a discussion.
Sure.
Is there a second?
I'll second that. This is Dario.
Thank you, Dario. Okay, so I'd like to open this up for discussion. I would like to mention that we did reach out to the largest volunteer agency in Manhattan, namely Hatsola, and after discussion with them, Hatsola expressed keen interest in the initiative, but have elected not to participate in the pilot at this point. So that's where we stand. But let me open up for discussion for other people.
David, if you don't mind, I think that Joe's point at the last REMAC was really important, right? To create a fair process for people who would want to participate. And I think that the idea is that, there needs to be very kind of strict requirements in the beginning, especially when we're doing this pilot. And, I think we're trying to make sure that it's a fair opportunity, but with, but the right requirements around participation. And so, I think that hopefully that the region kind of appreciates this. And, it's really, I think the idea is to get the kind of details right and really kind of get this right related to all of the operational and clinical details, and then kind of figure out how to best roll it out more broadly.
Any further comments, discussions?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to add on to that.
1 second. Dr. Lai first, and I don't know who just has a question. Oh, Paul. Okay, first Dr. Lai, then Dr. Barber. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate too that at this stage, this is just an initial pilot program, and just like what Michael and David had said before, this is a chance for us to really be able to make sure that this program will be as successful as it can be when it does eventually, go citywide and have that be open to the other agencies that do work in our region that do want to be able to participate in it. However, just at this time, we just really need to be able to closely QA this and to be able to really work out a lot of the fine minutia that needs to be worked out to be able to ensure a successful program.
Very good. Dr. Barbara, I would like to just add on to what Dr. Lai said. And in addition to everything else, this is so new and forward-thinking that, again, we really require a very strict control of this. Dr. Barbara.
Yeah, also just to echo one of the sentiments that was in the meeting, I think it was Mark who had brought it up, but, the key to success in all these other pilots throughout the rest of the country was having tight process. And that was something that I think we want to make sure we have on record here. The other thing is how many ALS volunteer agencies do we have in this region? Because I actually am more concerned about the voluntary or the commercial providers. It may come into play as they may have supervisors, et cetera. But do we know how many volunteer ALS agencies there are providing care in our system?
I think that very few ALS
There are
Yeah, that's what I'm
32
saying.
ALS agencies in the region.
32. 32 volunteer ALS agencies?
There are 32 ALS agencies in the region altogether.
So
That's the same number.
I believe there
Yeah,
are
Joe, sorry.
3 or 4, Brad.
In the volunteer
Paul.
sector.
Oh, sorry, Paul. Yeah, there's 3 or 4 volunteer agencies.
All right, that's cool. All right. So not the most high ranking situation. All right, thanks.
Thank you. Any further discussion about this? Okay, hearing none, I think that let's hold a
This is
vote.
not
I
a
think we
this
can,
is not a change to protocol, Dave. This is just
yes.
a who can be part of the pilot. I think that you can take it by exception. You do not need to have a
Absolutely.
roll call vote for this.
Do we need to have some voting for REMAC as well afterwards?
Well, again, it would be REMAC would have to make the decision. It's a REMAC vote eventually, but it doesn't have to be a roll call
Good.
because it's not a protocol change.
Okay, so let's just do both votes. Just do both of them now. Anyone on medical standards has any objection to the motion that was brought up to limit this Manhattan ECPR pilot to the 911 system? Does anyone abstain?
It's Jason Zimmerman. I'll abstain.
Very good. Thank you for joining, Jason. Very good. Hearing one abstention and no objections, the motion passes for medical standards. Now for REMAC. Is there anyone, any member on REMAC who objects to the motion that the pilot will be limited to the 911 system? I'm sorry? Yadida, you were saying something?
I believe it does need to be a roll call vote. It applies, it affects the public. So
Well, it affects
Not
the
a problem.
pilot, which has to still be, the pilot would have to be approved by the CMAC. So this right now does not affect the public. It affects the pilot.
well, I still think it needs a roll call vote.
All right, then we'll do that.
Not a problem. Let's do a roll call, Marie, only for REMAC.
Okay, hold on.
Thank you.
Okay, and this is to approve the pilot.
Marie, I
To
believe the
limit the
motion on the
pilot.
table is for the ECMO pilot project to be limited to the 911 sector.
Okay, so when I call your name, your choices are in favor, oppose, abstain, or recuse.
Just save me for the end, Marie, in case there's a tie.
Okay, Glenn Asaeda,
In favor.
Bradley Kaufman,
In favor.
Dario Gonzalez,
In favor.
Nathan Reisman,
Yes.
Pam Lai,
In favor.
Nick Alexandru,
In favor.
Doug Isaac,
Favor.
Jeffrey Raybridge, Reed Caldwell,
In favor.
Lewis Marshall,
In favor.
Michael Redlener,
In favor.
Joseph Bove, Arthur Cooper, Dr. Cooper, say that again, please. Thank you. Mark Cantor,
In favor.
Robert Krupe, Dr. Krupe. Okay, I'll go back to Dr. Krupe. Timothy Stiles. Okay, sorry, Dr. Foote, you cannot vote yet. Laura Ivacoli,
In favor.
Wallace Carter, Dr. Carter. Kevin Munjal, Cindy Basilios,
Favor.
Matthew Harris,
In favor.
Jessica Van Voorhees,
In favor.
Ben Zabar,
In favor.
Paul Barbara,
In favor, absolutely. Absolutely.
David Ben-Eli,
In favor.
and Peter Wire.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mary, I lost my connection, so I'm not sure if I missed a vote, but I'm in favor.
Yes, you did. Are you in favor?
I'm in favor.
Thank you. Okay, the motion carries.
Excellent. Thank you very much. The next steps are probably going to be, as we said, to meet with the hospitals under the auspices of REMAC with the 5 participating hospitals. As we said, we're very happy that Cornell joined this morning, and to discuss with them mainly the inclusion and exclusion criteria, and then the mechanics of how we're going to operationalize this. Because we have to decide even if it's going to be 24/7 or it's going to be just Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, etc. So there's a lot of moving parts that we need to still decide, and we're going to be doing that along with our hospital partners. Once we have a better grasp of how this pilot is going to look, we're going to have to submit papers for a pilot to REMAC and then send it up to CMAC for approval. Hopefully we'll be able to get this by, I don't know if we'll get our ducks in a row for January, but definitely for May. That's just about it. The next TAG meeting is on December 8th at 5 p.m. Marie and Scott, if you could please send out an invitation and a Zoom, that would be beneficial and helpful. Are there any questions regarding the eCPR tag? Okay, very good. Hearing none, I believe that this concludes the medical standard portion of this, and we can move back to Joe for the REMAC part.
Excellent. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. Okay, we're going to move on to the QA/QI committee. Dr. Redlener.
I'm part of that. Joe, we're meeting tomorrow at, I believe at 4 p.m. To have the next QA meeting. You know, again, like I said at the last meeting, we're working on kind of the infrastructure of the regional quality project related to the Mission Lifeline measures around stroke and STEMI. So more to come.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay. Next would be Morty Lax with training and education.
I don't believe that Morty is here tonight. I haven't attended the meetings, but I know that they are finishing up the protocol update training program. So we'll get the information out to you as soon as I hear from Mr. Lax.
Great. Okay, we already had the interfacility report from Dr. BERKOWITZ. Is there a representative from RTEC here that would like to give a report? Seeing none, we'll move to the regional council update. Dr. Langsam.
Okay, we already, the REMSCO met on September 23rd, 2021. Marie already read the New York State DOH enforcements. I won't repeat them. We were successful having FEMA approve the COVID mobilization activities last year for volunteers during the National Ambulance Contract NAC activation. Each squad will be receiving an individualized email on what specific information we need to move forward to continue the process for reimbursement from FEMA. Special thanks to Jim Downey from District 4 for assisting in distribution of Narcan for volunteer agencies. We just heard that T&E committee is working on completing development regional, regional training, and the training will also be hosted on vital signs. If any local and non-local EMS providers are having a challenge getting a vaccine or booster, they can contact Dr. Schenker or Scott Olansky, and they will work with them to make private arrangements. It says here, in an urgent care or mobile bus. I don't know if that means that Scott's going to send an ambulance to your house. That would be nice. But anyway, if you need it and you're having a trouble, they'll do it. Now, New York State DOH printed out new EMS provider certification cards. However, it does not say EMT, emergency medical technician. It just has the word basic on it, which means that it's a card that says basic and doesn't identify you as being anything. So they claim it's a glitch in their program, always blame the computers. And in any event, providers can submit an online form to request a new card. And for those who don't know, the state said they will not, at this point, extend EMS cards for another year. The next meeting will be held November 16th, 2021 via Zoom.
Great, thank you. Any questions for Udidya? Okay, seeing none, we're going to move to the CMAC update. Now, there was no CMAC meeting since our last REMAC meeting. So I will ask Marie, when is the next CMAC meeting? The dates in January? Or Udidya, if you know?
I have to get back to you.
I think it's like the 6th or the 7th, somewhere about there.
January 6th or 7th. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So I guess we will wait for an update in the future. That brings us to new business. Any new business that anyone would like to discuss?
Joe, if I could just take a second, please let me know when I can.
Yeah, Glenn, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who assisted us during our vaccination mandate kind of crisis. And we really appreciate everyone's assistance. You know, the voluntary sector that put out extra units for us, the commercial and volunteer sectors that had vaccinated personnel that were able to assist us. Really, really appreciate it. And, you know, we implemented some of the contingency plans November 1st, and by tour 3 of that Friday, so that was the 5th, we were able to return back to normal operations. So thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you, Glenn. Any other? Okay, Art, I see your hand up. Art, your audio is really bad.
Better?
Yes.
All right. I just looked up an email from Ryan Greenberg from 6 days ago. It says that the state meetings are going to be on Tuesday, January 4th and Wednesday, January 5th.
Thank you so much.
Not the 6th and 7th, okay? So that's January 4th and 5th, not 6th and 7th. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Any other new business? Seeing none, let's move to unfinished business. Is there any unfinished business? I know that there is a mental health tag meeting on Thursday, as well as the interfacility tag meeting on Thursday. So that I know we discussed at the last meeting. Those meetings will be on Thursday. Short of that, Marie, when is the next REMAC meeting?
The next REMAC meeting will now be in January, and it will be January 11th.
Okay, and I believe it's going to be in person. Is that correct?
You know, can I just say something that's the week of
NAMSP.
That is the week of NAMSP. That is the Tuesday before the conference.
Yep. Yeah, but there's some pre-conference stuff.
No, I know.
Yep.
This calendar was sent out.
No. So what we'll
August.
do is we will poll everybody to see how many people will be at that meeting and be available. If people can make it, great. If not, then we will maybe postpone, but let's see what happens. I think
We
we're
can
gonna-
also keep it remote, Joe,
You keep it hybrid.
that will
Yeah.
help.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
think
can
right now
definitely
we're
do hybrid.
slated to be in person, but we'll see what we need to do if necessary to change. Okay. All right, well, is there any other unfinished business or new business? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion, Sean Graves.
Okay,
Second.
thank you all very much. Have a very happy holiday, everyone.
Yes, happy
That
That
holidays.
was super efficient. You guys are great.
We will see you after the new year.
Be
Bye-bye.
safe. You as well.
Bye,
Be
guys.
safe.
Thank you.